Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee on the People Station V-103, the ATL's #1 for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Jazzy.
Yes, Big Tig.
It's been a legendary,
Man.
and I do mean iconic week, and it continues. The legends are here. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, good morning.
Good morning.
And the crowd roars from their cars.
So we talked to you via Zoom not too long ago, but now, like they said, they're coming in studio. I got excited all over again.
Right.
The first thing I thought about, are they coming in the outfit? I need the outfit.
Iconic.
You did not disappoint this morning.
You know,
The ensemble here.
yeah,
And
the ensemble. That's
the
right.
hats and the sunglasses.
Who
to have
came
it.
up with this, and
Got
when
to
did
have
this
it.
start?
It happened really, really early in life. As a matter of fact, I dropped out of high school, whole different story, but I dropped out of high school to pursue music.
Okay.
And I went back and got an honorary diploma a couple of weeks ago.
yeah. Mhm.
People
Yep.
started sending me pictures, and in one of my pictures from the yearbook, I'm in dark glasses. Like that
Really?
was like
Wow.
my thing. So we're talking like 7th, 8th grade back in
Okay.
that day. So I was always into the glasses. And Terry can explain the hat, but I got pictures of Terry when he was 13, 14 years old, wearing the
Even
the
younger.
brim.
Yeah, I was a church boy because, you got to go to church when you
That's right.
stay at Vanessa's house.
That's right.
So, always wore the hat and, trench coats, whatever. And it's part of my family, like it's family lineage. You can look back at my family, everybody wore hats.
Really?
Gentlemen wore hats back in the day.
Right.
That's
Right.
what my grandmother used to say, so.
Now, do y'all have like a sunglass endorsement or hat endorsement or online? Have you ever thought about that? Have y'all ever had that before?
No, it's funny. We've actually talked to Ray-Ban a few times.
As you
over
should
the
have.
years. But nothing as of yet has actually happened.
yeah.
But we'll see. It's all
Long
God's
overdue.
timing.
Listen, if it
Right.
don't happen, they are missing out, because we are talking to the icons and the legends, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis in the building, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022. But here in Atlanta this weekend, doing their thing at Stockbridge ViStar Amphitheater. It is a legendary evening featuring Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. But you got all kinds of superstars that you work with pulling up.
Ooh.
You go.
Yeah.
And so how did y'all pick the names and the people who are actually going to be on the stage? Because y'all got hits,
Yeah.
with literally everybody. So how did you say, okay, this person's going to go on stage? How did that come about?
Well, it started really for us with the idea that our very first really big hit record came out of Atlanta, which was Just Be Good to Me, the SOS band. Wow. And the whole story behind that was we came down to Atlanta to do the SOS band. Clarence Avant, the Black Godfather, was the one that sent us down to do it. And we got caught in a snowstorm down here. This was
Okay.
1983. Well, it wasn't a snowstorm. Not from us from Minneapolis. It wasn't a snowstorm. But it was a dusting of
Little
snow.
light snow.
Yeah, it's like, in Minneapolis, we would sweep it. It wouldn't be a
Get the
shovel.
broom, we
Yeah,
can-
get the broom, sweep it, right?
Do the whole runway in a half hour.
You're right.
Hey, no jokes now. You know, we don't do snow well.
At all.
But they literally shut the airport down. We ended up missing
wow.
the Next Time gig, which was in San Antonio, Texas. By the time we got there, Prince just said, well, that's what you get for going down and seeing those girls, right? Because he thought we went down to see some girls in Atlanta, right?
Okay.
And we didn't say anything, but then a picture of us popped up in Billboard magazine with the SOS band.
All hugged up.
All hugged up, right? And he said, so we went, same night we were going to mix Just Be Good to Me in L.A. at this studio called Sunset Sound. At Larrabee Sound. We went to Sunset Sound to meet Prince because Prince said, come meet me at Sunset. We go to Sunset Sound to meet Prince. We get in this little room and he just goes, told you guys not to produce other groups. We said, yeah. He said, you produce the SOS band. We said, yeah. He said, you're fired.
Damn.
I was like, okay. So I got up and walked out.
What? He was serious?
He was serious. Terry tried to reason with him a little bit. And so we walked out and we just said, oh, what do you want to do? We said, well, might as well go and mix this SOS song, right?
Was he wearing heels when he fired you?
Yes.
He was?
He's always wearing the pump.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Oh, yeah, no, he always was fully,
He's
always fully
always fully
dressed.
clothed.
Yeah. And he always had his ensemble.
ensemble,
Yeah,
yeah.
he always had his
His
ensemble.
blouse and
That's right.
the pumps.
That's right.
And history was made.
Yeah, we literally walked into the studio, a guy named Steve Hodge. He was the engineer.
Okay.
We never met Steve Hodge in our life. The only reason we knew Steve Hodge's name, because he had mixed all the Leon Silver's The Third record. So all
Okay.
the Shalimar, Whispers, Lakeside, all those records. And we loved those records. We walked in the studio. He said, hey, what's up? And we said, nice to meet you, Steve. He said, nice to meet you. He said, what's wrong? We said, well, we just got fired from the Time. He said, that's messed up. He said, I don't think you have anything to worry about because this record here, this is a smash. And he hits play, and the Steve Hodge mix of Just Be Good to Me comes out these
Nice.
big speakers. And we were like, oh, shit. So, I mean,
Stuff.
anyway. But anyway, that was literally the turning point of our whole life and our whole career, and it all really started in Atlanta. And so the fact to be able to come back here to answer, it's a long-winded answer, sorry, but it started with the SOS Band for us.
Right.
And that was the reason we wanted to do it here and come back with SOS Band. But then all the other things that happened, because through the SOS Band, we met Sherelle, you know, and so on and so forth. But everything just grew out of what happened here in Atlanta.
Absolutely. Listen, they're back here this weekend. It's going down. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Stockbridge, ViStar Amphitheater, Ruben Studdard,
Yes.
Jordan Knight,
Yes.
MC Light,
Yes.
Deborah Cox,
Yes.
Shantae Moore,
Yes.
Miss Yolanda Adams, Sherelle, Ann Nesby, and my boy, Mars Day.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that is a concert. Now, my dad is going. He's going to the concert. I
Good.
sent him his tickets yesterday.
Awesome.
I already printed them off. I'm ready.
Ready.
I was gonna go with him. I'll be out of town, but he is. When I tell you, he's talking about that's the only 2 tickets you can get. I'm like, Daddy, you too greedy. You already in the VIP, so please. But he is super excited. I grew up listening to you guys, and you know, my mom was a big fan. My dad, big fan. So to be it. Legends.
Listen,
I appreciate
The
that.
concert here in Atlanta.
some good seats still available at ViStarAmphitheater.com. Y'all don't go too far. More with Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, and the Big Tigger Morning Show right after this on V-103. Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee on the People Station, V-103, ATL's #1 for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Happy Friday, Labor Day weekend. I don't know what your plans look like. You might want to look at ViStar Amphitheater for this legendary evening with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. They are here live in studio with us this morning. Thank you for the time, gentlemen.
I know.
Hey, nice
I
to
mean,
be
thank
here.
you for the time and thank you for the time.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
I see what you did.
See what I did
Both
there?
of us, yeah.
Having worked with so many amazing, and I do mean amazing artists, is it even fair to ask either one of you, who was your favorite artist to work with?
It's not fair at all.
Good, I want to be unfair.
Yeah.
Right.
It's tough to say. I can say that we talk about this all the time. Our favorite song, I guess I will say, that
Okay.
we've ever been involved with was a song called Optimistic by the Sounds of Blackness.
Wow.
Oh man, that's still one of
And-
my favorites.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ann Nesby's going to be one of the people
Yes,
at our.
I know,
Okay.
yeah.
So that one's very important to us. But if I say that that's our 1A favorite song we've ever been involved with, or our #1, then our 1A would be Yolanda Adams' "Open My Heart,"
Oh man.
and Yolanda
Another
Adams
favorite.
is going to be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that to me is what's going to make this particular evening so amazing. For us to be there playing with Ann Nesby
Man.
as we hit the Sounds of Blackness records and as we hit with Yolanda Adams on stage performing Open My Heart and other records we've done with her. Like that to me was what makes it so special. We were rehearsing last night and Mary Davis from SOS Band walks in and Mary doesn't perform really anymore.
Okay.
With the group. So this is going to be very special. But we did, by the way, I would love to poll your listeners to see what songs they would like to hear us do. Because it's a pretty big songbook. But literally when we walked in, we hit, got to hit Just Be Good to Me.
Right.
Got to hit Tell Me If You Still Care. Got to hit the classics, right?
Nostalgic.
But then when we were done, not Ann, but Mary said, I want to do another song. And she said, what do you want to do? She said, I want to do The Finest.
Oh, man.
We were like, okay. And we whipped up The Finest real quick.
Okay.
Oh, my God. It was so funky. But that's what's happening. The artists are walking in and they're going, wait, we want to do another song, So Sherelle's like, oh, I want to do another song. And that was kind of the feeling last night as the artists were walking into the rehearsal. And we got a full day of rehearsal today. So,
Oh my God.
But if the listeners want to let us know, if they have requests and things they want to hear, because it's a pretty wide songbook.
I mean,
Now
So-
listen, we gonna get our request in. So I don't know. Do you
Okay.
really want to ask them
Yeah,
what songs?
no.
Because they're
we
gonna
do.
have y'all
Oh, no, we do.
everywhere.
No, we really.
Flooding the phone lines, trying to get you guys to play all the hits. Y'all gonna make me cancel my ticket or come
Okay,
back early or
well,
something because it's gonna be
Yeah,
it's
come
gonna be
on
a
back. You
party.
gotta come on back. This
I know
I'm
my
telling
dad
you.
gonna tell me all about. I know he is.
Somebody,
Sure.
I'm seeing people like a lot of comments on my social media and stuff, and a lot of people are saying, yeah, when y'all coming to this town? When y'all coming to this town? We're like, no, this is one night only.
Okay.
This is the only night we're doing it. We're not doing any more shows. We just
it.
did 7 shows in Japan.
Okay.
Whole different thing there, but we did 7 shows in Japan. We're doing this one show. That's it. We're not
it?
doing
why
anymore.
Why not take it
No,
on the
maybe-
road?
maybe
Just
next
as
year.
a question,
Maybe
why not?
next year.
Maybe next year.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Timing, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things to do.
People to see.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have a thing or two to do.
Right. That part.
Things to do.
Yeah.
It's hard to travel that much
Yeah.
and actually get things accomplished. So
Right.
Again,
we have to plan for that.
it's
But that's how you keep it exclusive, you know?
Yeah.
absolutely. This one night only, this Saturday, legendary evening with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis at V-Star Amphitheater. Again, let me just let you know, Ruben Studdard, Jordan Knight, MC Light,
Man.
Deborah Cox, Shantae Moore, Yolanda Adams, Sherelle, Ann Nesby, Mars Day, the SOS Band, and of course, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. It's going to be a thing and a celebration, if you will.
Totally a celebration. We're talking 40 plus years of music, and it's a thing that, you know, I call it our bucket list. Terry calls it a little something different, but I call it. But my thing is that in looking back at our careers and all the things we've done, as we start looking at things we haven't done, this is one of them.
Okay.
We haven't played our own catalog live.
Wow.
And so the opportunity to do that's going to be great. And by the way, I have to mention, Morris Day is going to be there, but may not know Terry Lewis's brother, Jerome, is
Bruh,
going to be there.
Listen,
gotta have Jerome.
Yes.
so like Morris in the time is one
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You put Jerome in the mix,
Yes.
it's a thing.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's a
That's-
thing.
It's a thing.
Exactly
I'm
right.
excited about
Yeah.
that. I didn't know that was your brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, they were breaking news, man. V-103,
I
we
did
breaking
not
news.
know
Come
that.
on now.
Same mama.
Oh, okay, brothers, blood
I had
brothers.
no
okay.
idea. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Listen,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying y'all brothers. I'm just saying, you know, when people like say mom, say daddy, but I'm like, it doesn't matter. If it's,
No.
yeah, they family.
Yeah, y'all
Mama
family.
baby is my
Mom,
brother.
right. That part. Oh my God.
Jimmy
It's gonna be
Jam and
amazing.
Terry Lewis are here this morning. If you could change anything about it, the legendary, iconic career, is there anything you would change?
Ooh, that's a good.
Terry, you want to go first?
Yeah,
Oh man, that's a hard one.
that's a deep one.
I guess one of the hardest things, well, in the recent years, is losing Clarence.
Yes.
If I could change that and losing Prince, those are probably the two things. But everything else, all the getting freed, I don't call it fire.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That was all just part of what God's plan was.
Amen.
That's why we are here. We were supposed to do what we do, and
Yeah.
continue to do that. So,
Amen.
And,
I
and it's
agree.
amazing that you guys are still friends after all this time. Because in this business, you really don't see that.
Well, our foundation was very solid, you know. We basically did this, shook hands, and we said 50-50.
Okay.
Well, that eliminated basically every argument that you'd ever have about, well, that was my lyric, well, that was my melody, well, that was my beat, well, that was my, forget all that. It's just 50-50. Like I hear people talk about pop splits now. That's like the new thing.
Right.
When you get in a
Right.
room, you have 5 people in the room, and who's going to get what percentage? If there's 5 people in the room, you split it.
Right.
Right.
That's what it is. So that was us. I mean, I guess that was our concept from back in the day. And so that's the thing that our foundation was built on. But also we're individual in our togetherness, meaning there's artists that Terry loves to work with, there's artists that I love to work with, and we each get to do our own thing. And we love what each other loves, which I think is really important
and
too.
what each other, I love what he loves for him.
Yeah.
Amen.
I love that.
That's important.
And
Listen,
and the last thing I'll say on that is just we've never had an argument. Because an argument is something that somebody wins and somebody loses.
Okay.
So if I win the argument, that means Terry loses the argument. Why would I want my partner to ever lose at anything, particularly at my word? But we say we disagree. So a disagreement is something you're trying to solve.
amen.
So it's not about my way or his way, it's about the best way. What's the best way moving forward? And we always try to get to that. So that's the nuance of it. No arguments, disagreements, yes, but it's always trying to find the best way.
Well, I think
to
we
figure
all
it out.
agree. You need to pull up for this legendary evening featuring Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, V-Star Amphitheater. Again, tickets still available at VStarAmphitheater.com. Ruben Studdard, Jordan Knight, MC Light, Deborah Cox, Shantae Moore, Yolanda Adams, Sherelle, Ann Nesby, Morris Day, and of course, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Thank you for the love, the hits,
Sure.
the iconic nature, the legend that is Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. And again, thank you for the time and pulling up this morning.
We appreciate it. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Are you going to be there?
I will probably two-step myself right on down there.
Okay. All right. Because you got to, because it's going to be a party. You need to come and join us on stage. And by the way, I just want to say for people that, because a lot of people were going, is it like a tribute? And it's like, well, it's a tribute to the city of Atlanta is what it really is from us. I got my guitar fired up. Terry got his bass fired up. We're going to be on stage performing. We're not going to be sitting there.
I come out there and do the bird or something.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
That's what I'm talking about.
I can do the walk, the bird, something.
Okay, come on now. That's what I'm saying.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis again. V-Star Amphitheater this Saturday night is going down. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so
More
much.
with the Big Tigger Morning Show at Jazzy McBee after this on V103.